Hello everyone. Today we are going to listen to the story of King Janamejaya, whose greatest sacrifice was stopped due to the curse of a mother dog. Once upon a time, King Janamejaya, the great grandson of the Pandavas, was performing a yajna. A small puppy had come to watch and was standing outside the yajnashala. The brothers of the king saw this and beat the poor puppy mercilessly just for fun. The puppy went, crying in pain, to his mother. He then related the whole story to his mother. She asked him, "What did you do to make them beat you as such near the yajnashala? Did you lick the butter or any of the offerings?" The puppy replied with, "No, Mom, I didn't do anything. I was just standing there to watch the yajna." The mother, Sarama, went in anger to the yajnashala with her son and said, "O king, why did your brothers beat my son? What was his fault?" The king hung his head in shame as he knew his brothers had hit the puppy mercilessly just for fun. The mother, now unable to control her rage, said, "Your brothers have cruelly beaten my son for no fault of his. You are a king, and this happened in your own yajnashala. You have not done anything to protect my innocent son. So, O king, I curse you. The greatest sacrifice you shall do shall fail and be incomplete." Saying thus, Sarama and her son leave. Shrutasena, Ugrasena, and Bhimasena, the three brothers of Janamejaya, are shocked. Janamejaya finds a Purohit by the name Somasrava, the son of Rishi Shrudashrava, to undo the curse given by the mother dog. After a while, all four brothers forget about this incident in the yajnashala until one day a Brahmin, Uttanka, comes there. "You amaze me, O king. Your father's murderer is roaming freely and you are sitting here without doing anything," he says. King Janamejaya asks his courtiers, "I was really young when my father passed away. I do not know anything about the circumstances then. Tell me what happened." The courtiers say the whole story. What this Brahmin is saying is true. Your father, that is, King Parikshit, grandson of Arjuna, was bitten by the snake prince Takshaka, causing his death. King Janamejaya is shocked due to anger, but he recovers and says, "O Brahman, thank you for alerting me to this. I shall at once make preparations to take revenge on my father's death. Please tell me what to do." Uttanka replies, "Great king, perform the snake sacrifice known as Sarpa Satra. This will cause all snakes of the world to fall into the sacrificial fire and perish. Takshaka is the friend of Indra and has bothered me a lot too. By doing this sacrifice, both of us will get our revenge." The preparations were complete before long. A man named Lohitaksha comes to the king and says, "O king, your sacrifice will not be completed. It will be stopped by a Brahmin. I can tell because the timing and soil on which the yajnashala was built is not appropriate." The king then remembers the curse given by the mother dog in the yajnashala and becomes a bit worried. Nevertheless, he starts the yajna after ordering that no one be admitted inside without his order. Thousands of snakes start falling into the sacrificial fire. A Brahmin named Astika comes in when the sacrifice is nearing completion. Janamejaya says, "I have sworn to grant whatever a Brahmin asks. Please ask me what you want." Upon this, the chief priest says, "Please wait for the sacrifice to be finished. Takshaka has not perished yet. At least wait for him." Janamejaya ordered that now Takshaka be called to fall into the fire. The priests say the mantras, but nothing happens. They see with their divine power that Takshaka is taking asylum at Indra's place. They then say, "May Indra and Takshaka both fall into the sacrificial fire." The duo begins falling into the fire, and Indra immediately leaves Takshaka and flees, realizing that his friend's fate is inevitable. Then Astika says, "O king, you have sworn to grant whatever a Brahmin asks. I ask that you stop your sacrifice. All the remaining snakes except Takshaka are virtuous. You have killed millions of snakes. Now stop the sacrifice." Janamejaya doesn't say anything at first. He looks upwards to see Takshaka hovering in midair. A bit surprised, he asks what is going on. The priests reply, "You may have heard this Brahmin say the word 'stay' in Sanskrit 3 times. This has caused Takshaka to stay in midair." Janamejaya stops the sacrifice, realizing that the curse of Sarama, the mother dog, took effect after all. He rewards all the priests as well as Lohitaksha, for he had seen that the sacrifice would be stopped by the intervention of a Brahmin. Thus, the curse of a mother dog and the sin of inhumanly beating a little puppy managed to stop the greatest sacrifice done by the king Janamejaya. After, Astaka goes back to his place. The snakes come to him and say, "You have saved our lives. Ask a boon from us." "I wish that whosoever hears this tale of mine shall be free from the fear of snakes," Astika replies. The snakes in unison then say, "So be it." If a snake doesn't stop biting after listening to your tale, its head shall explode into 1,000,000 pieces. So surely, if you listen to the story, you will be relieved from all fear of snakes. Hare Krishna.
Friends, we at bharatmarg.com are involved in Sanatana Dharma Prachar. Join hands with us by liking www.facebook.com/bharatmarg page, also at Twitter at bharatmarg, and YouTube just by subscribing. Also clicking on that notification button to get an instant update as we post important updates and videos. You can also become the part of our WhatsApp club to get one dharmic message a day, which goes around the world, by sending us a message at +1 647 964 4790.